Every town in America has its own local legends, the kind whispered at bonfires, passed around in school hallways, or ignored until it's far too late. In the sleepy, fog-drenched town of Ashmoor Hollow, the legend was simple but terrifying. Never eat the wrong chocolate bunny on Easter. Because if you did, something would come for you. Lena Carter had never heard that story. A single mother trying to rebuild her life after her husband's tragic death. She moved to Ashmoor Hollow with her 2 children, Emily, 10, and Ben, 7, hoping for peace, a fresh start, and just a little joy. The day before Easter, she drove through the rain, searching for last-minute treats. On the edge of town, she found a small roadside stall. Handmade chocolates lined the table, each more beautiful than the next. But what caught her eye was a flawless, glossy chocolate bunny with tiny red eyes. An old man emerged from behind the stall, his eyes hollow, voice raspy. "You want the bunny?" he asked, lifting it toward her with trembling hands. She smiled politely. "Yes, it's perfect." He didn't smile back. "Don't eat it after midnight." She chuckled. "Part of the Easter magic, I guess." But the old man didn't laugh. He just stared, as if trying to decide whether to say more. Then let her walk away. Back home, Lena filled the Easter baskets, setting the red-eyed bunny right in the center of the kids' display. She was asleep by midnight, unaware that both Ben and Emily had sneaked out of bed to have just a taste. They devoured pieces of the bunny in the dark. Emily took the head, Ben the leg. Neither noticed the odd, slightly metallic aftertaste, like the memory of rust. By the next night, the air in the house felt heavier. Emily screamed first. "There's something in my closet," she cried, shaking in her mother's arms. Lena checked, nothing there. Just hanging clothes and a faint, sweet smell in the air, like melting chocolate. Hours later, Ben woke up crying. "Something scratching the walls," he said, pointing toward the hallway. That night, Lena sat awake on the couch. At 3:06 a.m., she heard it, a soft dragging sound outside the kids' room. She crept toward the noise and found a trail of dark, sticky smears across the floor, glistening in the moonlight. Chocolate, at least, that's what she told herself. Until she saw the tiny red fingerprint in the center of the trail. The next morning, Emily was pale. She wouldn't eat. Wouldn't smile. "I saw him," she whispered. "The bunny. But he's wrong. He's broken." His eyes were bleeding, and he whispered, "You ate me." Lena threw the rest of the chocolate away. But that night, just after 3:30, the front door creaked open all on its own. No wind. No storm. Just the creak, and the sound of something stepping inside, hopping. Slowly. Wetly, in the morning, Ben was gone. His bed was cold. His blanket soaked in dark syrup. A single red jelly bean lay on his pillow. Lena's scream echoed through the neighborhood. Police arrived. Dogs searched. Neighbors watched from their windows, whispering, shaking their heads. They found only one clue. A chunk of Ben's pajama pants stuck inside a chewed-out chocolate shell near the edge of the woods. Emily stopped speaking completely. She sat still for hours, drawing the same thing over and over again. A skeletal rabbit with hollow eyes, bleeding from its ears and mouth. Lena searched for answers, eventually returning to where she bought the cursed bunny. The roadside stall was gone, but nailed to a nearby tree was a single sheet of yellowed paper, the curse of the hollow bunny. In 1884, a chocolatier in Ashmoor Hollow was discovered to be using the bones of missing children to craft hollow chocolate figures. His shop was burned to the ground by angry parents. He perished in the flames, but each generation, one of his cursed creations returns. If eaten, it demands payment. One bite, one soul. You don't choose the bunny chooses you. Lena ran. She left town that week. Changed her name. Started over once again. A year passed. But Emily never recovered. She barely spoke. Smiled even less, and then, on Easter morning, a basket appeared on the front porch. Inside it, bright pastel candies, a few jelly beans, and at the very center, a chocolate bunny with red eyes. Emily stared at it for a long time, then looked up at her mother. "It's your turn now," she whispered. "They say Ashmoor Hollow never forgets, and the Hollow Bunny always comes back, hungry."